Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some intriguing Target news because we'll probably actually be watching the Target restock pretty heavily all throughout this weekend. But we actually did go have some very peculiar news when it came to the basically warehouses, where they actually have the warehouse numbers, warehouse pallets, distribution numbers, and all that type of good stuff. This should be over for the West Coast as well. I do believe a lot of these numbers should also be corresponding to with all the other regions too as well. So something like, East Coast, middle of the country, etc., etc. I do want to say this next upcoming Target restock is actually looking and shaping up to be quite big and quite good, especially after all the numbers we've actually talked about throughout these past like 2 days or so. So you guys actually might go and see a little bit more Target news all throughout these next few days, especially as you're watching it. It's probably gonna be our big kind of focal point, especially for next week. So hope you guys are all going to stay tuned and enjoy. We have a lot of stuff to go talk about, little things to ramble about, and of course, as well, if you guys are going to be doing some New Year's stuff, please go and make sure that you guys are safe. Make sure you guys are not drinking and driving. Make sure you guys call an Uber if you guys gotta, or if you guys are just staying home and chilling and relaxing. I hope you guys just have a good time. We'll probably go get a little bit drunk up on Twitch if you guys are bored and you guys want to stop on by. Those are those links down below. Same with the Twitter too as well if you guys want to follow. Same with the Amazon links down below for the PS5 digital console controller. As well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, especially for the PS5 giveaway. We'll give you guys more details and updates all throughout the rest of this week as well with Weeble. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100 with the link down below. Same with the Samsung SSDs and all that good stuff. And let's go dive in the video itself. So first and foremost, let's go give you guys some intriguing Target information. So we actually do have a content that's actually helped us out for prior drops, and it seemed like all their information has been pretty good and pretty on point. But we actually had some pretty intriguing stuff to go in here because the numbers are actually looking quite a bit higher than expected. So at this, we actually had 1,700, I believe the exact number I was told, 1,750 pallets, which is usually a bit slightly higher than just a one individual PlayStation 5 console, are able to be now moved and sent on out to various stores and locations all throughout this weekend. This is actually just from an email that was sent to me from someone who helped me out with prior information, so it does seem like it's all pretty good because last time it did line on up with all the last stock arrivals and stock movements as well. So let's kind of talk about that a little bit, and also don't forget we also have the other Target store stuff we've been talking about too. But when it comes to that, that means that overall the stock should be moving and grooving all throughout this upcoming weekend. We do have a technically holiday day when it comes to January like 1st. I do believe that's like a proper like pure holiday day, I believe, and also it is the weekend. But we are also apparently hearing that some stores are still open regardless, and that also means that truck drivers, people moving the stock, moving warehouse stock, etc., if not already in motion, because this was sent to me a little bit earlier today, they will also just more so be getting the stock all throughout Saturday, and also probably more heavily Sunday/Monday, when all the stock should be arriving, depending, of course, like sometimes when it comes to these holiday days, things kind of move and kind of change around a little bit, so it always just kind of depends on a lot of that type of stuff. So keep that in mind in case you guys want to go and just be on the lookout for your stores. We are still anticipating probably a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday restock date when it comes to the drop itself. I'm somewhat we'll have to see how more information kind of comes out throughout this weekend, but I'm still probably leaning towards more of a Wednesday or Thursday date just because the stock has already been moving and grooving so far. So like I said, 1,750-ish pallets going on, which should be allocated and moved towards different regions. We haven't seen other different types of pallet like movements or / warehouse distribution stock so far, but we also have seen reports of stock moving around. So we could probably go and imagine if a lot of the West Coast and central areas are probably still getting stock and be able to go be distributed throughout these next few days. So very good to go and see with that. We'll kind of give you guys more updates if we see more store stock arrivals or anything else throughout this entire weekend. Mainly because we do actually have a also good New York contact that also hasn't had too much stock movement so far as well. And there's kind of like a little bit of quick follow-up stuff before we get to some other news. Don't forget, we actually did have confirmation that our new Vegas contact has still been sitting on some stock already. So that means that there are PlayStation 5s from prior drops that were allocated and put towards the next restock. So it's very nice to go and see that too, because that means that some stores are pretty much almost already ready / already have some stock, or as well, if they already are sitting on some stock, some of the newer stock could also be kind of bolstering up everything and basically making the restocks a lot easier and better. So basically, if you already have like 15 in stock on the store and then you have another 20 on hand, whether it's just a really big restock with like 35 consoles, or it just kind of has like maybe like a nice little staggered restock too as well. It's just nice to go and see. So as letting you guys know, this drop is looking pretty close, looking pretty likely, and it's just looking kind of nice. We'll give you guys more updates throughout the weekend from distribution stuff, movement stuff, or whatever. But like I said, stock should be already moving and grooving all throughout other various stores and locations. So always nice to go and see that, and we'll keep you guys in the loop, so make sure you guys are subscribed. Now we have a little bit of side news too as well. So while we are pretty hyped up for the Target PS5, and a quick reminder, we are probably more expecting it probably in the early morning hours, and we still have not seen too much PS5 digital and restock news, but we actually have seen a lot more Xbox news on top of that. So if you guys have not had a chance to go and see, we always mention this on these videos, the Xbox Series X consoles keep on coming on in hot. So we actually had quite a few different people reach out to me stating that their stores are receiving 10 to 15 consoles. We actually even had a few folks over here just for general stuff, like it could also just be from general restocks, but I think this does look like Target in the background over here. But we see a lot of folks out there go and just casually check their stores, go and casually check their stock, and go and see all these consoles, which I do love seeing overall as well too. And also, like, thank you, sir. My Target has 5 Xbox Series X's on hand. Thank you. I saw you mention that possibly in your last video. Your videos always filled with great knowledge. Thank you, as always. Been always very nice and always a good memer up on Twitter. So just very nice to go and see. We do keep on seeing all the consoles floating around in general, depending on the stores. I've seen so many tweets, so many mentions, so many even mentions up on Reddit where they always keep on saying, keep on checking your local Target stores for Xbox stock. So, and I also want to reiterate, we have also seen employees go and confirm on their internal systems, stating that there are Xboxes on the way / already in their stores. So it's just always nice to go and see. We like the vibe for it. And then the part 2 of that too, as well as, guys, don't forget that a lot of the also employees are also confirming for both stock arrivals for Target locations. We had a lot of people reach out to me on Twitter, email, etc. So this is looking really good. Just a nice little midday, mid-season update. Now, some part 2 stuff on this. We actually have this all floating up on Reddit, which does make me a little bit excited. This is, though, I do want to say, from their prior drop, so this isn't like, a stock leak or anything crazy like that, but it is very nice to go and see all these PlayStation 5 consoles floating around, and you guys can kind of maybe get a rough idea of how much a normal restock is. Just gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, probably around like 45 or so consoles, and probably maybe around like the 20 or so Xboxes. And this is probably just on allocation from the previous drops this week. As you guys have probably seen, we had a PlayStation 5 drop at Best Buy and also Xbox drop. So it's just very nice to go and see the actual stock numbers of what to expect, what you're probably going to go be seeing from all of your local stores and locations. So at least it's kind of cool to see more movement floating around in general. And now last but not least, mainly because I'm not sure if we'll cover it on the next video or not, but we actually have still been seeing all reports all throughout today of, like I said, the PlayStation 5s and Xboxes just everywhere in general. We're seeing so much of these two in general. It's so crazy. On top of this, using a tweet over here from Kakaru over here just in general. We're saying, bro, thanks for your constant updates on restocks. Most likely happened when, and I was able to plan my days to be able to go get a PS5 at the GameStop restock that took place today. Thank you for all the hard work and consistency. But as always, I always love seeing these types of things. They're always so nice to go and see. One kind of big thing is to note is we still have been seeing folks all throughout today, and I'll probably cover this news because I do believe some stores are selectively open for the weekend and also the new year. I'm sure we'll be seeing the stuff for Target, GameStop, pretty much everywhere. But I want to remind you guys, because it's not that late so far, what if you GameStop locations are still getting and receiving Xbox Series X bundles and PlayStation 5 bundles? So if any of you guys out there are gamers, you guys want to go pick up some games or check that on out, or just want to get your console before the end of the year, maybe you guys even just want to open up your console for the new year itself to go play some games and enjoy your holidays, I still have been seeing quite a few of those all floating around in general. So keep that in mind. And also, I'm just for like general side stuff, we'll probably actually have quite a bit more news probably throughout this weekend, mainly because I'm sure a lot of locations will have leftover stock, bonus stock, depending on if they're open or not. So just keep that in the loop, keep that in your mind, and we'll try our best to give you guys the best information we can all throughout these next few days. But at least this Target news keeps on popping on off. We'll try to give you guys more details on Target throughout this weekend / whenever the drops are kind of getting more in groove, we'll let you guys know. But as always, you guys can keep on checking your stores and locations to go and see any stock for it. As well, same with the GameStop, as we mentioned. Best Buy, we haven't seen any more updates on the walk-in stuff, but if we do, we'll keep you guys in the loop. But yeah, that's pretty much about it for me on this quick little mid-tier update for it. If you guys are bored, we'll be taking out and streaming up on Twitch all throughout today, so make sure you guys are subscribed over there, as well as make sure you guys are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Make sure you guys also are, obviously, subscribe for the PS5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for all the PS5 disc, digital console, and controller Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for that Weeble, deposit $100. You guys will get free stock, free money. Same with those SSDs down below. Just want to go check out those nice Samsung SSDs, and same with Coinbase. And I appreciate you all so much. Hope you guys have a very nice, good, and safe New Year's too as well. Love you guys.